So I got a question asking me why I got the vaccine. So I actually want to talk about that because let's talk about this, guys. This is a really, really good topic that came up. So I got the vaccine immediately when it came out. I'm talking about the COVID vaccine. Because I have no idea what caused my MCAS. I have theories that it's either the vaccine or it was because so here's the deal, guys. So I got the COVID vaccine, right? And then I got 2 boosters. I got the COVID vaccine right away. I went to a warehouse. I did a lottery system, signed up, went to a warehouse with the military and got fucking jabbed by, the military, right? And at the time when I got the vaccine, I have a healthcare background. I was still Democratic. I was still voting. I was still in the system when I got the vaccine. So I literally thought MAGA people were so stupid. I was on this timeline of these people are fucking idiots. They're so stupid. They're not following science. They don't know how herd immunity works. All those talking points of healthcare workers and stuff like that who think they're on this high horse because, we're so scientific and we're so with our information and these people are stupid and they're not listening to science and all this stuff, right? I will say my opinion on that has deeply changed. I would have never gotten the vaccine now. I really wouldn't have. I would have never gotten the COVID vaccine now. If they were to come out with the vaccine tomorrow, versus, I would never have gotten it. Because obviously I know now that they're so much deeper. They've been fucking with us for years. Years and years and years. And I was in conspiracies at the time that COVID happened, but I was not anti-government. I was not anti-science. I'm still not anti-science, but I know that a lot of science is manipulated to conform us to realities that they want us in, right? And obviously, I've been on MCAS and, because I have histamine intolerance now, terrible shit going on in my body, some autoimmune disorder. So after I got the vaccine, I got COVID then 6 times, guys, in 18 months. I worked at a nursing home and I ended up getting infected 6 times within that year, which was miserable, right? And there were 4 infections that didn't come up as positive, but they were I had COVID 6 times because I already had COVID, so I knew what it was like. And I was mandated to stay out of work with no pay during that time. So I made no money that year. It was terrible. And obviously now I have terrible issues because of it. So I don't know if it's a vaccine and I don't know if it was the 6 infections I got. But I wouldn't put it past the vaccine to cause fucking issues because a lot of people that I'm on these pages with now, because I've had to do all my own research. I've had to figure this all out on my own. Do all my own protocols. I'm on my own, medication protocols because, you go to doctors. And, that's what you see, too, is, everybody in those communities, MCAS, histamine intolerance, any type of stuff like that, we are all gaslit systemically, POTS, autodysnomia, those types of things. We are all gaslit by the medical system and told, we're nuts, we're crazy. And that's what everybody's been dealing with for the last couple of years here on these pages and also I've had to deal with that, And so I'm realizing, that's why I'm oh, no, I think they totally fucked with the vaccines because that's what they're trying to do. Now I know their entire thing is to try to take as many people out as possible. So I do believe they intentionally caused COVID. I'm probably going to have to post this one on YouTube because I've been getting a lot of community guidelines and stuff. But this is my personal beliefs because of the stuff that I've seen with how horrible it is to navigate the medical system with these disorders and how there's so many people recently with them as well. And obviously all the stuff in the Epstein files and Bill Gates and all of them doing all the research on all these vaccines and stuff and pandemics and all that shit, right? And so I was not on those timelines when I got the vaccines. So I was totally different. 4 or 5 years ago. That's what's crazy is these psychic downloads have actually helped me get again, bring more compassion towards MAGA and actually humanize them a bit more and it made me realize that they weren't wrong about everything. Like, they actually weren't wrong to be conspiratorial about the vaccines, but I was once extremely judgmental towards people who were conspiratorial about vaccines, guys. Very, 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 very much on my high horse of like, I know better than you, and you guys are stupid, and you guys aren't using science and all this stuff. Now I'm like, no, we're all fucking, this has all been a big fucking game, you know, to fucking try to take us all out as much as possible. So that's like what I'm realizing, that they're trying to make our lives as miserable as possible in any fucking way that they possibly can. And they knew this was coming. They knew the awakening was coming. They knew the starseeds were coming. They knew all this stuff. That's why they're taking the scientists out. That's why they're doing all the stuff that they're doing right now. It is all very calculated, and you can see it, you know? So that's what I want to say is like, for people who are like totally against MAGA and like are totally like, they're fucking idiots, they don't know what they're talking about, they're stupid, you know, they are manipulated. They are racist bigots. They are horrible, awful human beings. Sorry, hate to say it. Are they stupid? No. Not all the way, guys. Yes, they're stupid in the sense of caring about other people's emotions and not wanting to give up their identities, because that's what it is. They're just clinging on to identities, guys. That's a thing that we're not understanding. It's not because they want to be stupid. It's because they are so afraid of what it means to not be who they are. They don't know. They don't. That's why they have to be forced to be other people. That's why the aliens have to come, is for these people, because we are so gripped into this like, that's why I'm saying, it's like, it's so much farther. It's way past, like, it's not, if you're still on, this is politics, guys. That's why I can't fucking stand it to see people just fucking rip into each other. I can't stand to see people keep arguing. I can't stand to keep seeing this shit where we're just like berating people, because it's like, guys, you're not smart then. You're stupid. You're a fucking, that's why I can't stand people who are like, MAGA are fucking idiots, because I'm like, you're a fucking idiot if you can't see that this is way bigger than just MAGA and blue people, guys. This goes beyond, like, I can't explain it to people, you know. I know you guys are on the same timeline as me. You guys have this like metacognition of like, politics is stupid, it's all fucking bullshit. But it's actually just the most frustrating thing once you see it, because you're like, oh, well, I was once like that too. I can't sit here and say like I wasn't like totally in that shit, but I'm here for people who are still in that shit to say like, don't be careful what you say, because it will come to bite you in the ass. God will fucking humble you. You want to fucking sit here, be judge, jury, executioner to all these MAGA people, and lo and behold, they were right about the fucking vaccines, bro. You know, shit like that. They were right about some stuff. They were right to be conspiratorial towards the government. But then the issue with that, they're dumbasses, is then they went right back into it and they gave right back into the government. But so blue people. Blue people think, you know, fucking blue people are gonna fucking say Democrats have it. Look, when we were infiltrated by Israel. We're infiltrated by a foreign government. Okay? And blue people have done squat fucking shit to help us. So, yeah, I am going to have to post this one to YouTube, because I know I'm going to get fucking, you know, community guideline and shit. But this is, I've totally changed my tune, guys. Totally. So, you know, that's possible. It's possible to change your tune. It's also possible to look at people, like, you know, dualistically. Yes, you're a fucking racist bigoted who's actually oppressing my body, because I'm a woman. So you're taking my fucking rights away, you fuckers. But God's like, yeah, they're meant to. I designed them that. I designed them stupid, Lauren. I designed you stupid, too. He did. He made me a fucking idiot, guys. I was not smart. For a long time, I was stupid. I thought I was smart, though. That's the craziest part, is I thought I was smart. So again, I can relate to MAGA people. That's why I don't fucking sit here and judge them anymore, bro. Because I'm like, I was just like them. I was just fucking like them. I can just fucking admit it. You know, and that's what we have to do. We have to humble ourselves. We have to take a big fat fucking piece of humble pie, and that's what God's done for me. He sat my ass down and been like, you're stupid too. So stop acting like you're smart. And I'm like, okay. So God's just fucking humbled me into the ground. That's what he's done. We got to get together. That's what I'm saying. They're smart too. We're smart. Everybody's smart. Except we're all dumb, because we're not fucking, you know, putting that energy towards the people that actually are fucking doing this to us, which is the elites. That's why we need the aliens. I'm like, we just, as humans, we don't have the manpower, the brain power to do this shit. And that God made it that way. He makes us damsels in distress, so you can come say, God is fucked up. That's all I can say. God is fucked up.